I don't like the term imposter syndrome, and that's because it's used far too often without defining what it is. And the thing is, it means different things to different people. People feel that they are a fraud or an imposter for different reasons. And here's the thing, there's no point in saying it if you can't do something about it. So my approach to this is define what it is, define what it means to you. Why do you feel like this? What is it? Then break it down. Okay, so it's this thing. This is why I don't feel credible, or I don't feel like I should be doing this. I shouldn't be putting myself forward in this way, in this space. And then build it up. So, okay, fine. What skills, tools, knowledge do you need to have so that you feel better doing this? And it really, when I drill down to people I work with, comes down to what I call the 3 C's. It's about credibility, comfort, and being consistent. So I find that people think that they are not credible. I don't have the authority, I don't have the experience, that sort of thing. Well, okay, if you don't, then get it. But if you do, then stop telling yourself that story. That's one. And remember, we are always in between. We're always better than other people at doing certain things, have more knowledge than them, but we're also behind people who are doing things beyond the phase or stage that we are at. So it's about acknowledging that and realizing, yes, I do have the credibility if I am in this situation and putting myself forward in this way. That's one. 2, comfort. Being comfortable means being comfortable putting yourself forward in that sphere, in that situation, in that framework, yes, but it's also putting yourself forward in a certain way. So it's being comfortable with how you're doing it. Are you on video? Are you speaking? Are you writing articles? You know, what are you doing and how are you doing it? You need to be comfortable with the way you're putting yourself forward. Now, many people look towards the future. I want to be able to do a video. I want to be able to do something that they're not comfortable with right now. So I say to you, meet yourself where you're at. If you're comfortable with your voice, speaking it, if you're comfortable writing it, use those platforms, that format of putting your credible side forward. If you want to work towards something in the future, then start working on it right now. So meet yourself where you're at and work towards future you. And of course, the more you do it, the more comfortable you are going to be. And that comes to the 3rd C, which is consistent. So I don't mean, you know, put out content 3 times a week at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's great if you do that, but that's not the sort of consistency I'm talking about. I'm talking about being consistent in the way you are, in owning that space, in being that person who is comfortable, who is credible, who is putting yourself forward in a certain way. You have to be consistent, right? Because if one day you're really great and other days you're saying, no, I'm not going to be putting myself forward, I'm not going to be talking about that, then who are you? What are you saying to people out there? What should they attach to you? What words, what expertise, experience, credibility, what is that? If you want to be associated with certain things, you need to be them, first of all, but you also need to be consistent in how you show up when it comes to these things too. So be credible, be comfortable, and yes, be consistent. And break down these walls that we call imposter syndrome or fraud. Define it, break it down, build it back up, and you will be great.